When Salman Rushdie wrote the Satanic Verses, and the Ayatollah of Iran, Imam Khomeini at the time, sentenced him to death, and which the current Ayatollah just reaffirmed last week, and he got banned from Twitter. Khamenei has been banned from Twitter because he said that fatwa still stands because it's based on Quranic verses, and just like the Quranic verses, the fatwa also is immortal. So so he reiterated it, which is obviously a direct threat of violence to Salman Rushdie, so Twitter banned him as well. But it's been 30 years at the time when he wrote the book, and he had to go into hiding for 10 years. And 30 years later, Abdullah Samir and I are sitting here having this conversation. He's talking about my book, which is available like everywhere. We have the Secular Jihadist podcast. You have groups like Exmuslims of North America, the Council of Exmuslims of Britain, Muslimish. All of these groups are holding annual conferences, biannual conferences, where people are showing up and speaking. There are movies out where ex-Muslim type actors like Kumail Nanjiani are going out and talking very openly about their conflicts with the religion of their parents. It's just amazing. There's a huge, and most recently, starting in 2019, January 2019, Rahaf Al-Qunun is a young Saudi girl, open ex-Muslim, left Islam, left Saudi Arabia. She escaped to Thailand, and the ex-Muslim community is so big and so they synchronized, they got together online, created a massive campaign to the extent that it has gained the attention of mainstream journalists in the New York Times, and the Wall Street Journal, BBC. They all talked about it. And Justin Trudeau, who's considered to be a regressive leftist by many people, he actually ended up standing up for Saudi Arabia and taking Rahaf in. And they did and Krista Friedland even did a photo opportunity with her at the airport, an ex-Muslim woman who had to leave Islam and had to leave Saudi Arabia. So 30 years after the Salman Rushdie fatwa, when it was virtually impossible, anytime you said something against Islam, people would say, don't do it. We're at this point now where we are openly acknowledging the existence of this phenomenon, which people thought was fringe. It has grown massively, right? And the dynamics are really good. There are lots of ex-Muslims and atheists and secularists, free thinkers in the Muslim world who are still under a lot of threat. It's still a terrible situation. Many of them still stay in the closet. But if we don't acknowledge the last 30 years of progress that we've made, then we can't give them any hope.
Yeah.
We have to, and the more people who come out, the more people who see, and I know many of you are still in the closet, you haven't come out, but come out and show your faces. Abdullah's doing it, I'm doing it. Things have been okay. There are some inconveniences, that sucks, but if you are in a position where you can do it, try to come out and do it. There's a big community waiting to receive you that is going to help you, that you can find that's going to show solidarity with you and support you. I mean, unlike when I started out like 10 years ago, it was very different. So I think that just having been doing this for 10 years and seeing how big it's grown, I am very, very optimistic, and I'm very happy about everything that we've been able to do. Every article, every post, everything that you do makes a difference, and it's huge.